Recently, a video came up in my feed and I watched it, and this person was talking about what he called fundies, which would be a fundamentalist Christian. And he said, in essence, it just proved to him that all fundies are really miserable. And then he went on to talk about, they don't drink, they don't have wine, they don't do sex, they don't have anything that brings them joy. He specifically used the joy. He was like, all the things that bring you joy. That's why I know they're miserable. And I was thinking about what he said for many reasons. But the one thing that really struck me was all the things that he said were external sources of happiness or joy. Yeah, you could drink yourself wine and have yourself a good old time. But eventually you come down from that. And that was the part that hit me is all of these things that he was mentioning are the source of joy in life were external sources, and they all have a time limit. And the truth is, if you pursue those things hard enough, they will actually hurt you. But he was relating that as the things that bring you joy, and that's how he knows that we believers must be miserable because we don't do these things. And the thing that really struck me was, well, but that's not what brings happiness or joy. And he was conflating the two. But what a Christian truly understands is that joy and happiness are internal and echo out. Whatever's going on outside of you, whether good or bad, whether you are going through blessing or suffering or trial or temptation or abundant life, whichever it is, that is not the source of our joy or happiness. The source of our joy and happiness is internal. It is through our relationship with Christ. It is through our restored relationship with our Creator. It is through the understanding that we are forgiven. It is through the understanding that we can love others with the love of God. It is from the understanding that we have life eternal and that this life is temporary. Our joy is internal. But for this young man, and I know for many people, their happiness, their joy is from external sources. And actually, it makes me want to pray for him because I'm like, how empty is that life? You have no internal joy. And beyond that, just the realization of, as believers, our joy is not dependent on our circumstance. It's with our relationship with God. And then ironically, this morning, we are reading in 1 Peter where he talks about how suffering eventually leads to joy and that relationship with the Lord. So I guess I want to say the everyday faith lesson there is to make sure every external thing in your life is contributing to your internal joy in Christ. That the things that you are feeding your internal joy are also permanent things. And that's not to say don't ever watch that, potato chip TV show or whatever. We all need our escapism. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying everyday faith remembers that our joy comes from eternally and that not from our circumstances, but that it benefits us to make the external things that contribute to us also be things that contribute to our internal joy. Have a blessed day.